year that's occurred. Last year, tourists had to be evacuated and flooding shut the site down to tourists for 2 months there in Peru. Also, the fallout from all of the winter storms continues in the Northeast with probes, calls for assistance, and even a happy ending. We begin with the storms that pounded Washington, D.C. The FCC wants to know why Verizon dropped 10,000 calls to 911 during the January 26 snowstorm. The agency wants a detailed report from Verizon. In the meantime, Connecticut's governor wants a presidential disaster declaration in the wake of the winter weather that's hammered his state. He's asking for the declaration to open the door to federal aid to repair the structure collapses and other damages done by the winter storm that struck January 12th. It's estimated that the state saw more than $14 million from the storm. But in Boston, there's a happy ending to one four-legged victim of this brutal winter. Now, the 5-month-old beagle that you're looking at right there, the pup Dino, now has a new home. The dog suffered leg fractures when hit by snowplows in January. He was adopted on Tuesday, so some good news there for that little beagle. In the meantime, we are tracking another storm system that could be on the move after the one we are expecting later this week. So as we move into Sunday and Monday, watching that active jet stream pattern, the battle of the air masses, the warm, moist air to the south and also the colder air to the north. Into the mid-Mississippi River valleys and also eventually back into the Northeast here. So we are watching out for the threat of some more severe weather and also some wintry precipitation. We'll keep it here to First Outlook because we are still following several stories, including one that scientists are working on.
At Purina One, we want your dog to be as healthy as possible. So we set out to discover the science in some of nature's best ingredients. We created Purina One with Smart Blend. Delicious shredded morsels and crunchy bites with real meat, wholesome grains, and antioxidants. For strong muscles, vital energy, a healthy immune system, and a real difference in your dog. Purina One with Smart Blend. Discover what one can do.
I'd love to build birdhouses for the rest of my life, so I've got to take care of my heart. For me, Cheerios is a good place to start.
To keep doing what you love, take care of your heart with Cheerios. The whole grain oats can help lower cholesterol. Love your heart so you can do what you love.
What will your Disney memory be? Will it be smiles that magically appear or bags that magically appear? Meeting an enchanted princess or being treated like one? Doing it all or doing absolutely nothing?
You can make your Disney memories happen right now with room, ticket, and a dining plan that saves you money, all for as low as $89 a day per person for 7 days.
So let the memories begin at the place where dreams come true.
Introducing Fresh Pet Select, refrigerated food for dogs. Fresh Pet is an all-natural meal of fresh meats and vegetables with no preservatives or byproducts. Find it in your grocer's pet aisle refrigerator. Fresh Pet Select, available for cats too.
Look closely. This $50 Buffalo gold piece is the first United States coin ever struck using .9999, that's 4 nines, pure 24-karat gold. The U.S. government had to stop production because of a shortage of specially made gold blanks. It's no wonder the price of this edition is going through the roof. Now, you can reserve your own copy clad in 14 milligrams of pure gold. The final issue price was to be set at $50 per proof, but now this private non-monetary gold-clad masterpiece can be yours for only $9.95. With gold skyrocketing, price can only be guaranteed for 7 days. Each 2011 Gold Buffalo Tribute proof is clad in 14 milligrams of pure gold, is proof struck, and utilizes the famous Buffalo nickel design. Strict limit of 5 proofs per caller. You must hurry. Call now.
To order, call 1-800-895-3068. That's 1-800-895-3068. 1-800-895-3068.
Wake up with Al and your weather today. Weekday mornings from 6 to 11 on the Weather Channel. And now, your local on the 8s.
Welcome back into First Outlook. Well, you'll want to keep it here to the Weather Channel this evening to discover all of the impacts the snow in the Northeast is having. That begins on Weather Center at 7 Eastern. Then check out Weather Caught on Camera at 8, followed by Weatherproof. And then get the update on the severe weather threats in the East on Weather Center at 10 p.m. Eastern. That's tonight's prime time lineup. Well, welcome back into First Outlook. I'm Scott Williams. And along the Gulf Coast this morning, you're off to a foggy start in places, but there's a coastal mystery scientists are tackling too. As NBC's chief environmental correspondent Ann Thompson explains, scientists want to learn if the BP oil spill is behind recent dolphin deaths.
This is the heartbreaking scene repeated along a 100-mile stretch of the northern Gulf of Mexico. Dead baby dolphins washing ashore. 19 since January, discovered in 10 different locations in Mississippi and Alabama. Trying to unravel the mystery behind the deaths, scientists from the Institute of Marine Mammal Studies.
But normally we see 1 or 2 calves that are found dead during January and February. This is almost a 10-fold increase, which is a considerable spike and is of significance.
Some dolphins are stillborn. Others have lived just a few days. Though the cause has yet to be determined, a prime suspect is the BP oil spill. Dr. Salongi says these calves would have been conceived just before the Deepwater Horizon rig blew up. Their mothers may have passed through waters and eaten fish exposed to the oil and dispersant.
The oil spill is a major event that happened, and we have to look through what may have happened through the food chain. It may be just a coincidence, but it is a very significant coincidence.
But Dr. Salongi cautions against rushing to a conclusion. He says there could be other factors as well, such as temperature change in the Gulf waters. With no visible signs of oiling on the baby dolphins, scientists are testing tissue samples, looking for oil, chemicals, or anything else that may have caused these deaths. They hope to get the results in 2 or 3 weeks and solve this latest mystery of the deep. Ann Thompson, NBC News, New York.
Well, the stretch of warm days in parts of the South is having one effect, pollen. And if a new study is right, it's arriving earlier. Researchers say that spring pollen's been arriving about 2 weeks earlier than it did 20 years ago, and they suggest climate change may be one reason why. Right now, levels are running high in a number of places. Not good news for allergy sufferers, including around Jacksonville. Take a look at the tree pollen, very high. That continues today into tomorrow.
This program was brought to you by Priority Mail Flat Rate Boxes, only from the Postal Service. A simpler way to ship. Visit PriorityMail.com to learn more.
How are those flat rate boxes working out?
Fabulous. They gave me this great idea.
Yeah?
We mail documents all over the country. So what if there were Priority Mail flat rate
envelopes?
Yes. You could ship to any state.
For a low flat rate?
Yes. A really low flat rate.
Like $4.95?
Yes. It could look like a flat rate box.
Only flatter. Like this?
You, me, genius.
Genius.
Priority Mail flat rate envelopes, just $4.95. Only from the Postal Service. A simpler way to ship.
So I need the entire team together on this so we can work quickly. Nate, I know you've been late all your life.
That is one late baby.
But I need you with me on the morning flight to London. And you cannot be late, Nate. I knew it.
We know why you fly. We're American Airlines.
Chronologically, I'm 60 years old. Is it the new 40? I don't know. I probably feel about 30. How is it that we don't act our age?
You keep us young.
We were having too much fun. We weren't thinking about it well at that time. We have responsibilities to the kids and ourselves. We're the Vargos, and we created our wills at LegalZoom.
Finally.
We created LegalZoom to help you take care of the ones you love. Go to LegalZoom.com today and complete your will in minutes. At LegalZoom.com, we put the law on your side.
When you wake up, your body craves fuel. Make sure you give it something that counts. I love Quaker oatmeal. It's seriously a superfood. It's fuel that your body needs to get going. This stuff is a game changer. And now it's better than ever. It's got a heartier texture and, in some of your favorites, all natural flavors and 25% less sugar. I can't think of a better way to kick off your day. So, I just have one question for you. Are you eating Quaker for breakfast?
It's 54 minutes past the hour now here on First Outlook. As we look at what's happening right now around New York City, we are dealing with quiet conditions, but it is a chilly start out there, so a jacket and sweater weather, upper 20s and lower 30s across the area. But get ready for sunny and dry conditions. Today, New York City, your high right around 43 degrees with a lot of sunshine out there. In the meantime, we are dealing with some foggy conditions as we move into the Sunshine State, so around Orlando, watching out this morning for some fog in areas. So just remember those low beams out there. And as we head into the Tampa area, you are also dealing with the morning fog out there. Temperatures are in the 60s, but that fog is going to burn off and give way to a mixture of sun and clouds. What about conditions a little later on the interstates here? I-94, Minneapolis to Madison. You'll find some clouds, mostly sunny. Cleveland, Ohio to Albany, New York, so no weather worries there. And Dallas, Texas to Houston, you'll find some clouds, maybe a few sprinkles, and also watching out for sunshine from Savannah to Miami. We'll leave you now with some eyewitness video of, atmospheric optics here in Denver. You're looking at some sundogs.
When you're a stunt woman, work can be pretty unpredictable, from knowing when my next job will be to what I'll actually be doing. So in the rest of my life, I like control, especially in my finances. That's why I have Slate with Blueprint. I can make a plan to pay off everyday things and avoid interest, or pay down my balance faster on the big stuff. That saves money. With Slate from Chase, I have everything under control.
You're gonna get
Financially.
debit card control and credit card flexibility. Get both with Slate.
Have a better day. Build your better breakfast at Subway.
Only Subway lets you build your better breakfast with all the flavors you choose. Start off with an irresistible steak, egg, and cheese. Then make it your own. Try it with warm and toasty tomato. Or turn up the zest factor with banana peppers and jalapenos. Maybe Chipotle Southwest sauce for the finishing touch. All on tasty flatbread. It's flat out delicious.
Build your better breakfast at Subway.
Truth is, if you don't have your motorcycle insurance where you have your car insurance, you're paying too much. At Allstate, when you combine, you save up to 30%. Dollar for dollar, nobody protects the rider better than Allstate.
While others are content to imitate, we'll continue to innovate. The Lexus RX. Why settle for a copy when you can own the original? See your Lexus dealer.
A lot of weather.
Brutally cold.
A big problem.
So a lot of action across the country. Cancellations across the board.
And a little fun.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Wake up with Al and your weather today. Weekday mornings from 6 to 11 Eastern on the Weather Channel.
The Weather Channel is brought to you by this cable or satellite provider. You can also get reliable forecasts from the Weather Channel through this radio station or newspaper.
Through the storm and beyond. The Weather Channel, the Winter Weather Authority. Now you're local on the 8s.